absolutely love the Wilson Reading System. Why? Because when it's implemented with fidelity, intensity, and frequency, it will reset your child's trajectory for literacy, learning, and life. It has the power to change your child's brain and future. Quite honestly, the Wilson Reading System is the gold standard. In a conversation I had with Barbara Wilson over the phone, she was talking about the power of the Wilson Reading System being rooted in its comprehensiveness. I couldn't agree more. The Wilson Reading System, it's like a snowplow. It literally takes your child's literacy skills and language abilities, and it gradually and systematically and comprehensively moves those skills and abilities forward. It's amazing what I've seen over the years in children's response to Wilson when, like I mentioned earlier, it's implemented with fidelity, intensity, and frequency. Like a snowplow, it moves in, it moves all those skills and abilities forward and smooths out their foundation for further growth and development. Another wonderful thing about Wilson is that it literally has the power, the potential to expand and improve your child's executive function. Now, what do I mean by executive function? Executive function is very important. It allows us to run and manage and take part successfully in our daily lives. And whether we're 7 or 17 or 70, we need good executive function to function well. So there are some key components to executive function that Wilson helps the child improve. The key aspects of executive function include working memory and working through the different parts and procedures. Every time a child has a session, over time, helps to stretch their working memory. Working memory is your ability to remember something and manipulate it or move it around or work with it. And working memory is very important to day-to-day life. And Wilson actually has the power to stretch that working memory, not overnight, but over time. Another important aspect of executive function is cognitive flexibility or mental flexibility, your brain's ability to shift from one task or one area of focus to another without losing attention. Well, within the Wilson Reading System, we have a number of parts and procedures. In other words, a variety of activities we do in direct sequence, switching from one task to another. With the student's one-on-one teacher right there with them, he or she guides the process and helps the student switch and transition mentally, cognitively from one task to the next. And even if the child naturally is not very good at this process, over time, with many sessions in the Wilson Reading System, the student begins to internalize the cognitive habit of being able to switch with greater efficiency from one mental task to another. This helps them handle academics and learning and life better, just across the board. A third important aspect of executive function is the child's ability to self-monitor. And during several key parts in the Wilson lesson sequence, we actually work on helping children develop their self-monitoring skills, whether it comes from the part of, okay, we have to decode these words with accuracy and we can use sound tapping when we get stuck, or if it's right down to scooping sentences for phrasing and being mindful of which words go together for meaning and which do not. And then, of course, we do a lot of self-monitoring development in the passage comprehension section, wherein we teach the students to use their decoding skills and their comprehension skills to piece together the meaning of the passage. So throughout the Wilson lesson plan sequence, we're helping the student to develop their self-monitoring skills. In other words, their ability to be mindful of, am I understanding this? Am I engaging with this? Do I need to tweak my approach so that I can engage or understand the material better? Another really important aspect of executive function is self-regulation or self-control. And there are a couple different aspects of self-control. One involves mental self-control, making sure your mind is focused on the task at hand and keeping your mind from straying to another task or topic. Another aspect of self-regulation is emotional control, keeping your emotions in check so that you can follow through with the work you're doing. Now, how does the Wilson Reading System help with this? Well, since the program is systematic and we work through the same parts and procedures in a very similar fashion from one session to the next, the student has a very organized environment in which to learn to monitor their thoughts, monitor their emotions, and stay on task with full mental and emotional focus. And of course, in that one-on-one setting where their interventionist is encouraging them and redirecting them and nurturing them, it's a perfect environment for the student to improve their self-regulation abilities. As you can see, the Wilson Reading System is truly phenomenal. I have never encountered a program with the power that the Wilson Reading System has. In fact, my second son, who's severely dyslexic, benefited greatly from high-quality Wilson. It truly reset his trajectory for literacy, learning, and life. And quite frankly, over the last 20 plus years, I've observed Wilson, when implemented well in a one-on-one caring setting, change the lives of countless students. We look forward to helping your student develop their potential and maximize their brain for a lifetime of success.